Historic downtown Florence is a mix of the old with some new. And these two shops on Main Street are a bit of both.
We are in Peytonson Treasures and Sweet Peas Candy Store in downtown historic Florence.
Here, what's old is new again.
So at Sweet Peas we have candies, the vintage drinks, we have the nostalgia candies. Everybody comes in for the saltwater taffy and the 10-cent candies, so the kids can come in for under $1 and get, a whole bag of candy and leave happy.
Meantime, you can hunt for a sweet deal in the thrift store.
Peytonson Treasures is named after my granddaughter Peyton, and we call her Pea, so of course the Sweet Peas is the candy store. And so at some point down the road, Peyton's going to be running these stores.
I sort the candy. And the baskets.
Looks like Peyton already has the run of the place. Sweet Peas is the kind of store that will make everyone feel like a kid again.
When people walk through the door, we get, wow, or oh wow, this is really cool.
Paula Butterworth and her daughter Danielle own and operate both stores. They moved their families from California to Florence.
When I walked down Florence, the town of Florence from the historic, there was nobody. It was during COVID in March of 2020. And I thought, this place is awesome. And there was nothing open. And I still just felt that it was going to be a good place for us.
They decided to buy this 130-plus-year-old empty building and open shop.
We are on the historical register. The building was built in 1890.
It survived a fire in 1917, served as a hideout during Prohibition, was turned into a Greyhound bus stop in the 1930s, and more recently, a grocery store, Gentry's Florence Market.
The people who worked in the market come in and remember when their dad was a butcher, or their mom was a cashier, or they would go around looking for, the candy, or where they had the, the produce, that type of stuff.
An historic building with a new future.
Come on and we're open.
A swaying and squeaky sign is something sort of expected on the side of a dusty desert highway. But look past the sign on Highway 79 in Florence, and you'll see and hear the beauty of the Sonoran Desert, and find the unexpected, an oasis that is the Rancho Sonora Inn. The original inn was built in the early 1930s and was made up of the main house and 4 separate rooms. 3 casitas were built in the late 40s and early 50s, but it had been left to ruin. The gorgeous cacti that lines the wall was all there when the inn's previous owners found it. They said they felt the inn was ready to blossom again, and they were happy to take on that labor of love. The best way to describe Rancho Sonora Inn is rustic to refinement, starting with the original adobe buildings and adding the Spanish fountain in the courtyard, an eclectic mix of furnishings, fine beddings, and modern amenities. It's these special touches that have guests coming back again and again. Rancho Sonora is close enough to surrounding cities in Pinal and Maricopa counties, but when you stay here, it feels like you're a world away. It's a charming getaway where you can sit back, relax, unwind, and hopefully bring home some of that healing desert energy. First class, but folksy, a real hidden gem. A desert treasure that can only be discovered off an Arizona highway.